Are aliens living among us, possibly disguised as humans? A new Harvard study suggests yes. A new paper suggests that extraterrestrials could also be living underground or in a base inside the moon. This study is by Harvard University's Human Flourishing Program, the professor of which just had a full interview on Fox. That entire interview will be at the end of this video, so make sure you stick around. The study puts forward the idea that UFOs, or unidentified aerial phenomenon UAP, may be spaceships visiting their Earth-based alien friends. The researchers have investigated so-called crypto-terrestrials. These could be disguising themselves as humans to fit in, may have come from Earth's future, or might have descended from intelligent dinosaurs. The study was created to offer an alternate, unconventional explanation for UAP sightings and to hypothesize what they might mean and the possibility that UAP may involve forms of non-human intelligence, NHI, that are already present in Earth's environment in some sense or another. They exist alongside us in a distinct stealth. And I think it's interesting that we're going into crypto-terrestrials because a lot of people have wondered whether cryptids like Bigfoot, or even just any of the famous creepy cryptids that you hear around the chupacabra, if those are alien or non-human intelligence in their own way. The paper continues, the author became increasingly aware of the depth of evidence and theory that also tentatively supports another ultra-terrestrial explanation, the crypto-terrestrial hypothesis, CTH. Our focus here, which holds that UAP may reflect activities of NHI's concealed here on Earth, example, underground and its environs. There are 4 theories on aliens living near humans that are being investigated right now. The first are the human cryptoterrestrials. They are a technologically advanced ancient human civilization that was largely destroyed long ago by a cataclysmic event. An example of that would be the Great Flood that's in every religious text. But they continue to exist in a remnant stealth form. The second are hominids or theropod cryptoterrestrials, another technologically advanced but non-human civilization consisting of some terrestrial animal which evolved to live in stealth along humans, but they live underground, some possibly even on the moon. The paper suggests these could be an ape-like hominid descendant or a descendant of unknown intelligent dinosaurs. I find that one to be so interesting, especially because of lizard people. The third cryptoterrestrial are former extraterrestrials or extraterrestrial cryptoterrestrials. My goodness. These would have arrived on Earth from elsewhere in the cosmos or from a human future, respectively, and concealed themselves in stealth, such as on bases on the moon. The fourth theory is dubbed CTH4. These are magical cryptoterrestrials. These are things that we've been talking about a little bit when we got into some of the religious aspects. These are things like angels and fairies and jinn, entities which are less like homegrown aliens and more like earthbound angels. The paper states these relate to the world uninhabited by humans in ways that are less technological than magical, giving the examples of these fairies, elves, and nymphs. The academics do conclude that their theories, especially the elf suggestion, might be hard to take by many people. They add, the principal weakness of CTH4, by contrast, is its utter strangeness, particularly for readers schooled to limit themselves to modes of explanation within the bounds of, say, the standard model of physics? Now, while the belief in extraterrestrials is tenable, belief in something like fairies is simply not a live option for many current scientists. The paper, The Cryptoterrestrial Hypothesis, a case for scientific openness to a concealed earthly explanation for unidentified aerial phenomena, that's a mouthful, is not yet peer reviewed. Now, even though they're not peer reviewed just yet, they're working to get them peer reviewed, and they're taking this very, very seriously. I got this information from the New York Post, from Harvard themselves, from Fox, from The Hill, and I'm going to have them all linked in the description below. And I will leave you guys with the full Fox interview. Smash like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys next time. Remember, the truth is out there.
The biological anthropology professor who conducted this study, Michael Masters, joins us now. Okay, Professor, have you seen one of these, what are they called, crypto-terrestrials living among us?
I have not seen one personally, no. And actually, the study is a very conservative approach to this question. As you did a great job highlighting in your intro piece there, this is a real phenomenon, and we need to take it seriously, and we need to start asking the questions about what are they, who are they, where are they coming from, potentially when are they coming from, and even could they have set up shop here on Earth in the past and be living amongst us?
Wow, you say it's a real phenomenon. How do we know it's a real phenomenon?
I mean, if you look across time and space, these have been reported for millennia. And even if you don't want to take that at face value, look at the cockpit videos, look at all of the reports by military police officers whose testimony we can certainly take seriously because they're trained to identify things that are a threat, and they're trained to identify things that are unexplainable. And there's so many cases where they do report just that.
So the difference is we all see these things or hear about them visiting, right, in the spaceship, or there's a sighting. But this study takes it a step further. It's saying they're living among us. Does that mean like Gutfeld's an alien and he's just disguised as a cable TV host?
It's certainly possible, and I would look into that because you never know. But we should take the question of UFOs seriously. What we're trying to do is offer a grounded scientific approach to some possibilities about what they might be. So yeah, there have been other proposals as well. Me personally, I've written 3 books about whether they could be future human time travelers coming back to visit their own past, and in the same way I would as a biological anthropologist if I had access to that technology. And that is one of the possibilities we include in this paper as well.
Oh, I would do that too. I'd go back in time. I'd play high school football all over again, and I'd do so much better.
and you know what the other team's going to do because you're from the future.
I'd pick off every pass. It'd be great. All right, Michael Masters, thank you again. I got to research some of your studies a little further. Have a great weekend.